Hi you guys, it's me, Chris Callie. I am in the rubber room this afternoon. It is like cold and nasty and wet, and our power keeps flickering. It's just like a day here. It's supposed to continue to this afternoon and into tonight. So I'm gonna be my quick usual Wednesday live at lunchtime with you guys. For those of you that don't know, I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Rochester Hills, Michigan. I come here every Wednesday at noon and spend about a half an hour and just share a little bit of creative time with you while you are on your lunch hour. Today we are going to do a card using the Playing in the Rain stamp set. This stamp set is going to stay. We are in the midst of being able to pre-order from a new catalog if you're a demonstrator. And if you are a customer, you cannot pre-order, but you can get a tremendous savings on last chance items that are going to be retiring. I've posted those lists several times, so hopefully you are looking forward to shopping and getting some good discounts and savings, and saying goodbye to some stuff is kind of sad. Yeah, I'm kind of sad about saying goodbye to some things. So at any rate, this one's going to stay. Love this set. It's just super fun, and it has dies that coordinate with it. So you have this little tree stump and some grass and little butterflies and a flag and umbrellas. All kinds of good dies in here. I love the fence, right? That is so cute. You can buy these together now bundled and save 10%, or in the new catalog you can buy them individually without the 10% savings that you're going to get right now. And I'm going to pair that with the designer series paper. This paper will be disappearing, so you can only get this paper until the end of this month. May 1st is your last chance to order this paper. It is specialty paper. I'm just opening it so you can see what it looks like. It's absolutely gorgeous. And some of those dies I showed you, let's get it going the right way. Some of the dies that I showed you, get a little check going on there. Okay, so some of the dies I showed you will cut some of these papers. So you have this one that just looks like a beautiful scene, doesn't it? That's a gorgeous scrapbook paper. Then you have this one, which is just rain. It looks like just beautiful, beautiful raindrops. You know how you'd get those sunny days when you were kids and you would go out and play in the rain because it was so warm? This is the one we're going to use today. And these are kind of nastier clouds. But I love these characters. They're so fun. And if you can see, I'm going to try and get this up there close so you can see it's got kind of a shiny little pattern to it. Very, very fun. And then we have the storming rain. And lots of umbrellas. Lots and lots of umbrellas, right? How fun is that? And then on the back you have the flowers, and here's the Mango Melody. These are just beautiful papers to go with Mango Melody. Mango Melody is one of those colors that's going to be retiring. We're saying goodbye to it. So you have splotches and some colored raindrops, which are fun, and some flowers too. So gorgeous, gorgeous pack of paper you don't want to miss out on. And some of those dies will cut some of these umbrellas. And again, you can see those umbrellas are kind of that shiny too, which is really fun. Okay, so let me get this out of the way. The card I'm going to do today is going to be using a window sheet, totally inspired by one of our Rubber Room team members. Each month we do a featured stamper of the month, and I purchase a stamp set and she creates with it and shares cards with us. And this month she shared this great card made with acetate or a window sheet. Isn't this cool? So Bambi, thank you so much for the inspiration. I loved her card. She did it with the kayaking card, and it was just so beautiful. So if you guys are here, pop on and say hello as we craft along here. And let me know if you have any questions. Isn't this just fun? I actually am going to a team meeting tonight, and we had to make swap cards. And so I thought, oh, this is perfect. And I wanted to use up some of that paper. It's kind of my last chance to use that paper because it is retiring. And then this is what the back of your card looks like. So you can see that great hello with that shiny little paper to it. I think it's just so cool. So that's what we are going to make today. I'm going to start off. I have a piece of basic gray cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored on the 8.5 side at 4 1/4. I am just going to fold it and burnish it right on my score line. And then I'm going to bring in my big machine. I'm going to use these dies. These are online exclusives, and they are Radiating Stitches dies. They're very, very cool. And they're kind of some basic shapes. Some of the things on our retiring list include the stitched rectangle dies and the layering circle dies. And I use those a lot, so I am going to be missing those. But I wanted to use the stitched rectangles on here, and because they are retiring, I decided to go with these radiating dies, okay? So I'm going to take my piece of DSP and put it right on my cardstock, and I want to make sure that my raindrops are going in the right direction because your rain kind of falls down, okay? So I want to make sure that's right. Get my die there. And then I'm going to bring in my Stamp and Cut and Emboss. And this one's kind of, I'm going to emboss the whole card, so I do need my big machine instead of my favorite little boho blue machine. Our boho blue machine is going to be in the new catalog, you guys. How exciting is that? Now everybody can get one. I'm turning this over. It looks like it needs to be cleaned. Okay, so I've got my little sandwich kind of made. So I have my base plate, and then my number 2, and then I have a number 3, and I'm going to put my cardstock in here. I'm going to open up my card because I don't want to cut the back of it. I just want to cut the front. So I'm going to center my Designer Series paper right on my machine. Let's get it up there so you can see it. And then I'm going to, boy, everybody is, okay, messaging me this morning. Okay, then I'm going to take my rectangle die and put it right in the middle there. It's not my rectangle die, it's my stitched radiating die. Is that what it's called? I have to get used to all these new names. Radiating Stitches die. So I just want to make sure that that's all straight and even. And then I'm going to put my number 3 plate on top and just whip it through here. And I want to cut those both at the same time because I want to be sure that they're going to fit right on my card like that. If I get my frame cut more to one side, then I get my cardstock cut, they'll be off aligned, and you'll be able to see it a little, the little parts showing, and I don't want that. So let's get you over here. Okay. And I did some things ahead of time. I got my little pieces all cut out. Okay, so one of the great things about using this die is I now have this piece of cardstock that I can use on another card, which is fun, right? Okay, so I'm going to just burnish this one more time. I want a good crease in there. And then I'm going to take my green glue, and I'm just going to put it around the edge of my rectangle. You guys get way up there today. I don't know if somebody moved my camera, what's going on here, but I'm going to put some green glue right around the edge of the frame that my Radiating Stitches die cut. Okay? And then I'm going to use a piece of window sheet, and I've cut my window sheet to 5 by 3 3/4. If you don't have window sheets, you can use the piece of acetate that comes inside your photopolymer stamps. I was going to show it to you, but these ones aren't photopolymer. So you have a piece like this, just a clear acetate that comes in each of the photopolymer stamp sets. So you can use that if you don't have a window sheet. It will work. And I'm just going to put that right on top of here. And then I cut out some clouds, and I wanted a little bit bigger clouds than the clouds that are in this stamp set. So I used the clouds from the Give It a Whirl die set, and that one is going to be carrying over into our new catalog too. And then I just took my gray granite ink pad and just tip my dauber on it like this. And then I just used the ink from that to add a little bit of ink around my clouds. And this is just going to give it kind of that, it's going to make them pop a little bit and give it that kind of soft, cloudy look, okay? And then I want one of them to kind of stick out under my, this DSP here. So you can do this one of 2 ways. You can put some glue on it and glue it there and put it on like this. Or you can put this on and then just snip this edge off and put it there. So because I haven't put this on yet, I'm going to just glue this on there, put a little dab of glue there. This Tombow Mono adhesive is something that you want to what do I want to say? You want to stock up on, because it is something that's going to go up in price in our new catalog. So if you place an order before the end of this month, you want to include that in there and save about $1 or $1.50 on it. So there we go. And then I'm going to bring in my frame, and I'm just going to put some glue around here. I like that this frame cuts out and looks so nice with this designer series paper. All right. And then I'm going to make sure, of course, my raindrops are going in the right direction again. And I want to line it up. And I'm not going to press down real hard because I'm going to sneak a peek at the inside of my card and make sure that I've got it on there. See how I have just a little bit of that pink showing through over here? I want to move that just a tad that way. And using the green glue instead of adhesive will allow you to move that. So you got the kind of all clear back here. And then I'm just going to press it down. Now I want to make sure that I get this die cut piece right in the middle there. So what I'm going to do is open up my card, and I'm going to place this die cut piece right inside that hole that I cut out. See how it just kind of fits right down in there like that? And then I'm going to take my green glue, and I actually am going to check one more time to make sure that my raindrops are going in the right direction, and they are. So I'm going to pop it right back in there. And then I'm going to close my card, and just kind of give it the once over here. And then my paper will be over here. So then I'm just gonna spread that glue out. And you can even take your bone folder and do one of these with it. And that'll spread that glue out and get you right towards your edges. And so you have that nice look in there. Okay? So far, so good, right? And then I'm going to put this cloud up on dimensionals. Actually, my guy's gonna go in the other direction. So I'm going to put this going the other way. Let's see if I can pull it out of there. Oh, I can. Good. All of your little guys will face different directions. You see on my sample card, he's facing this way and this guy's facing this way. So I'm just gonna move my clouds from here to here. And because I have this on there, I don't want to get it all the way under. So I am going to do what I said and just trim off a straight line here. Okay, and then put a little bit of glue right on the back of this. And then I'm going to butt it up right to the edge. And nobody will be able to tell that that really is not under your piece of designer series paper. So we're all good. Then I'm going to put this big one up on dimensionals. This is kind of a fun card to make. And the card Bambi did was just so beautiful that I was kind of like, okay, I have to do that card. So my swap coming up was like the perfect reason to do it. And then this paper I love disappearing and retiring made it the perfect thing to use. So everything just kind of fell into place yesterday with this card. I'm hoping that the weather will get better and we'll be able to go to Lansing tonight for our meeting. It's actually like an hour and a half away. And so we don't want to be driving when there's a tornado expected. So we're hoping it clears up a bit. Okay, I'm going to put this like maybe right in here. And then we have one more. And this one I'm going to put a dimensional on one end. And then I'm just going to put some glue up there. And just a little dab of glue. And then I'm going to put my dimensionals back in here. And I still needed one more. Come on, Chris. Okay. There we go. And this one's going to go like right in there. A little kind of grouping there. And then I'm just going to put some glue on my little guy. And this one, you guys know I am not a fan of this glue, but it's like perfect for this card because I kind of needed everything to line up just perfectly with it. Here we go. Marielle was here yesterday redoing some displays for me, updating them with carryover items and that kind of stuff. So she was working on that while I was designing the card, and we just had a day in the stamp room. It was lots of fun. Okay, and I have an event coming up on the 15th, and so I have another downline coming to help me prep for that tomorrow. So the rubber room has just like seen lots of action this week. Okay, so I am going to do the back of this card, and I already did my stamping. so that we could get you guys in and out, and for those of you that have to go back to work. And this is a piece of basic white cardstock that is 5 by 3 3/4, and I just stamped in gray granite. Hi, Debbie. I hope you're getting excited about coming back to Michigan. I'm glad you're watching me today. I have a packet I put in the mail to you, so you should be getting that before you come. I'm trying to get my little thing up there so I can see where I am in the picture. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go up just a little bit more. And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper that is 3/4 of an inch by 3 3/4. And I'm just going to put some regular Stampin' Seal on this and put it at the bottom of my piece. And then I have an umbrella, and the green glue is perfect for this because I have that little tiny handle piece that I don't want to get stuck on the envelope or anything like that. So we're just going to do that with it. And it's going to go right there. And the sentiment says, rainy days are better with you. Okay, and then I'm just going to put some regular Stampin' Seal on this one. And that's going to go on the back of my card. So you have plenty of room for greeting there. Here we go. Isn't that cool? I just loved that look with that acetate sheet. I think that is so cool. And then your greeting on the back. And it's like a perfect card for today. I got that really, really crooked. It's funny how I can look at it and it looks perfectly straight, and then when I look at it on the video, I can see it's perfectly crooked, like totally at an angle. Okay, there we go. So straight. This is the back of our card, and this is the front. I love it. Okay, you guys, stay dry, stay warm, stay healthy. My husband is still battling his little bout with the flu, but he's getting a little better, a little stronger each day. In fact, he went to court today, so he's feeling a little bit better, which is a good thing. All right, thanks everybody. You have a great rest of your lunch hour, and hopefully I will see you maybe later this week, but next Wednesday for sure. Thanks. Bye-bye.